Hi everyone! Welcome back! My name is Deja, and I know I haven't been here for a really long time doing a solo video, but I'm here now. And that's all that matters. I don't know, I just haven't really felt like making a YouTube video, to be completely honest with you. Like, I just have not felt like it, and I have decided to only do things when I feel like it. Especially if I don't have any, like, hardcore responsibilities attached to it. Like, why not? It's okay. And I also hope that you all have been enjoying the forecast, though. We're gonna record December's on Friday, and today is Tuesday, November 16th at 1:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm here to chat about the eclipse and like other astro things that are going on if I can get to it, / if I remember. But yeah, we have an eclipse, a lunar eclipse in Taurus near the North Node coming up this Friday, November 19th at like 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. It's 3:57 a.m. EST to be exact, for those out there who need that precision. I do not, but it's okay. Yeah, no, this eclipse is going to be quite interesting, and I'm really interested to see how not just this one goes, but once we formally transition into the Taurus, Scorpio, North Node, South Node cycle. Really interested to see how that goes. I have my own thoughts. We're gonna get into it. But we're gonna talk about this full moon eclipse. It's gonna be intense. My friend and colleague S.J. Anderson made a video on it, and he chats about the fixed star Algol as well. I will not be doing that in this video because I do not know anything about the fixed stars, and that's okay. So go check his video out if you want to listen and tune in on that. But I found out on Twitter that apparently this is supposed to be like the longest eclipse in a really long time. It's going to be visible in all 50 states. So I technically wouldn't really recommend you to go outside and to look at it. But if you want to you're feeling risky, you're feeling gnarly, go for it. It's really okay. I'm just being dramatic, but like, I don't know. I just feel like it's bizarre to go outside during an eclipse. Like, there's something about it that's just very, like, especially this one. This is supposed to be a full moon, right? Like, the sun is in Scorpio right now. This moon is in Aries technically right now, but like is about to go into Taurus. So this technically is a full moon, right? But because of the nodes, are representing the path of intersection of the sun and the moon, and a node is a knot. It's like, it's where those paths, they're crossing, you know what I mean? And like the sun's path and the moon's path, they're different going around the earth and relative to the earth. Like, the moon moves at I think it's like it's between 5 and 15 degree angle around the earth. So it's more so like this when it's transiting versus like this. So every time we have a new moon or full moon, sometimes the moon is like up here and here's the sun and like my head's the earth. And then like sometimes the new moon, the moon's right here, the sun's right here, and my head's the earth. The moon is like down here and it's still a new moon. You know what I mean? But like, because their paths are crossing, because their paths according to the ecliptic are like crossing paths, that means that that light is poof, it's gone. It's disappearing for the day, because this is the nodes represent the exact point where if the sun and the moon were there, if the sun and the moon were at least 15 degrees around the nodal axis for lunation, someone's light is going out for the day, for the night. Like, this is a full moon, so the moon's light is going out. The earth is going to be right in between the sun and the moon. So the moon is getting consumed, eaten up, bye-bye. And it's with the North Node. So there's this like dissatisfaction, there's this increase, there's this birth of new things that just pop up out of nowhere. They pop up out of nowhere because of the fact that the moon's light goes out, because of this shadow, because of this darkness. And that's what makes eclipses so bizarre, because like, usually this would have been a full moon. Like, people have been tracking lunations for centuries, for thousands of years. And I feel like I chatted about this during the Gemini one. I don't really remember that video literally at all because it was so long ago. But they've been keeping track of this stuff for so long. And like they would know, okay, the moon is increasing in light. It's slowly but surely getting bigger and becoming more full, a big bright disk in the sky. But this one random day, it didn't do that. What in the world? Like, our cosmic nightlight is out and it's supposed to be on. And so I think that they're just sitting with that within itself, there's this like bizarreness, there's this gnarliness that comes with eclipses that really kind of calls us to a space of just sitting back and letting whatever pops up, just letting it pop up, because we don't really have any control over that, you know? And I think this was probably more of a 2020 spiritual Twitter, astro Twitter, probably like astro TikTok too. I'm not on there because there's no way in hell anybody's about to make me get on astro TikTok, because no way. But people were talking about how to manifest during eclipses. No, don't do that. Do not do that. Just let the energy of the day be the energy of the day. Like, it's okay. But I really feel like this full moon in Taurus, this lunar eclipse in Taurus, is really setting us up for getting familiar with what is dissatisfying us in our Taurus house. So pull up your birth chart, go check to see what area of life Taurus falls in for you. And maybe you begin to see you have this feeling of dissatisfaction, of things not being stable enough, things not being comfortable enough, things not providing you with the pleasure and the stability that you're looking for. Because Taurus is Venusian. You know what I mean? Taurus, it ruled by Venus, the North Node about to move into a Venusian sign is an increase, I always say dissatisfaction because it really is a really good word just for the North Node. It's a dissatisfaction of Venusian things. And Venus really represents what we like and what we don't like, and wanting to maintain the things that we like. And sometimes those things that we like, they're necessities, you know, people always get so angry and pissy about people using the food analogy with Taurus. Who cares? It's okay. Food is a Taurus thing. Food is a Venusian thing. I feel like it's a bodily pleasure. It's something that you need. It's something that you want to be stable. Why not enjoy it? You know, why not enjoy the food that you're eating? Why not have high quality taste or want to have high quality food? That's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? I feel like we deserve to have high quality food, high quality shelter, high quality clothing. We deserve those things. You know what I mean? And just because it's nice, just because it's pretty, just because it makes you feel good, doesn't mean it's invalid, you know? And I feel like this is another, North Node, Taurus, eclipse season thing that we're going to be seeing. I really feel like people are really going to be dissatisfied with the state of the stability of different areas of their life. Maybe you have Aries rising like myself, and Taurus is your second house. Being dissatisfied with the current state of my income and the current state of my things, and not feeling like they're providing me with the comfort that I really need. They're not providing me with the stability that I'm really looking for. And then because of that, all this stuff is just coming up and just popping up, and I'm just making all these things in order to satisfy that dissatisfaction. And you could even think about the North Node going through Gemini. And I talked about this in that Gemini eclipse video, feeling dissatisfied about all my third house things. And I'm honestly reflecting on this Gemini Sag eclipse cycle, and honestly, truthfully, I have acquired so many skills over the past year and a half or so. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I still feel like they're not enough. But it's okay. It's fine. You know what I mean? This is just a part of life. This is a part of the whole cycle of life. So, but yeah, I really feel like sometimes the fixed signs are definitely stubborn, but we would want people to be stubborn about their food. You know, like we would want people to be like, nope, that's not good enough. I'm not full. This food wasn't good enough. I don't feel good. I want to feel good. And sometimes I feel like because of scarcity of goods, because people's needs aren't being met, because their resources collectively, because of capitalism and racialized capitalism and where we're at as a society at this moment in time, people aren't getting the things that they need at the quality they need it at. Sure, people have healthcare, but is it good quality healthcare? No. Sure, people have access to food, but is it good quality food? No. Like, sure, people have jobs, but are they good quality jobs? No. Like, and and even in the United States, I tweeted about this. I feel like I don't feel like this. I always say, I feel like this is factual. A couple of months ago, I tweeted about this, but I think it was like last month. It wasn't a couple months ago. Labor movements in the United States are like higher than they've been in a really long time. There have been at least 176. That was at least a month ago. So it's probably more now. I even heard about Columbia University students going on, like work students going on a strike. People literally all over the country have been going on on strikes. SEPTA, which is a public transportation system in Philly, they were about to go on strike. Like, granted, SEPTA goes on strike all the time, but at the same time, they're unionized. So, hey, demand what you need to demand. The service may not be the greatest, but demand what you need to demand. It's fine. Like, you guys deserve to live a comfortable life, and that's okay. And I think, and I hope, and I pray that as we transition into this next eclipse cycle, this next nodal cycle, that we all collectively realize that we are all collectively overworked and underpaid. Even the people who are working for themselves, like myself, I am overworked and underpaid. Like, it's just a fact when you have people who are hoarding significant, massive, disgusting amounts of wealth. This is what happens. The earth has enough money. The earth has enough room. We have enough resources. It's just the fact that there are some people on this earth who think that they deserve, who think that they have the right, dominion, ownership. They don't think that they do. They do have ownership over immense amounts of wealth. And it's absolutely disgusting because you know what's happening? So many other people are dying. They're just dying. People die because they don't have access to quality healthcare. People die because they don't have access to quality food. That's why they're basic needs. And it's really sick that people can capitalize off of people's illness. People can capitalize off of the fact that the lack of resources. People make money off of that. And it's really sick because it creates a cycle, a society of dependency on the people who are horrible people to be dependent on. But this is a whole other rant for another day. But anyway, I'm really interested to see how this eclipse goes. I'm really interested to see what we're doing. I definitely think this dissatisfaction with pleasure and stuff like that is really going to be a big deal, considering that Venus is stationing retrograde in December and Venus is in Capricorn in another earth sign. We are really, really, really questioning, or we're really calling into question the tangible things that we have. Earth is all about showing you the money and I'm not talking about Capricorns being girl boss, blah, 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 grind. No. I mean Earth represents stuff you touch. It represents your resources. And I'm not just talking about your dollars and becoming a millionaire. No, I'm literally just talking about having the resources to get where you want to go and questioning the resources that you have acquired over the past 8 years and really asking yourself, are these things that I still value? Are these things that still matter to me? And do I need them anymore? What else do I need? And what else needs to be created so that I can find a sense of harmony and balance and just good feelings in my Capricorn area of my life? Venus retrograde. We're going to chat about that in the December forecast that we're recording on Friday that I already chatted about. But anyway, yeah, definitely keep your eye out for that. And this eclipse is answering to Venus and Cap, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. So, and Venus enters shadow tomorrow, December 17th. Wednesday, December 17th. And so by the time the eclipse rolls around, Venus will already be in shadow, and we also get another Sagittarius eclipse on December 4th. So we get one more Sag one, and then we have a full moon in Gemini on my birthday, December 18th, and that's non-eclipse, thank freaking God. And then the nodes move into Scorpio and Taurus in the middle of January of 2022. And then once Taurus season rolls around, the eclipses begin fully, firmly in Taurus and in Scorpio. So let's see how that goes. Another thing I should add, because I'm looking at this chart, Mars is hanging out directly across from the moon. So I really do think there's going to be some, it's not really fiery, some intense actions being taken for the sake of our security and protection. Because Taurus and Scorpio are two sides of the same coin. Taurus wants security and wants protection, but protection over the things that make them feel good. Scorpio wants security and protection, but over the things that, like, people, the unspoken stuff that people don't necessarily realize need protection and safety. Or it's more so like the hidden protector. Well, I don't know. But there's a lot of defense that comes in with Scorpio. And there's a lot of defense that comes in with Taurus. Don't touch my shit. Like, I don't know. Yeah, shout out to my patrons at my Patreon. Love you guys. I've really been enjoying being on Patreon. It's really fun. I'm exaggerating. I enjoy Patreon just because I feel like I have, like, this little group of people who, like to hear what I have to say, and I can just, like, say whatever I want. Not whatever I want, but you know what I mean. I can just talk off the dome in whatever medium feels most comfortable for me, and I can just share it with people, and they enjoy it, and that's really cool. And they're paying me for it, and that's really cool too. So it doesn't feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like I'm doing it in vain. But yeah, so become a patron if you're interested. Yeah, and also remember how I was, like, super dramatic, and I was like, I'm never doing readings again, I can't do it. I lied. I did open my books again for vocational readings only. So if you need to figure out what the heck you're doing with your life, if you need help understanding your calling, if you need help you need to chat with somebody about what you need to do career-wise, if career is what you're really interested in, we can do that, you know? Like, yeah, 125%. So I'm available for that from now until the end of the year. And then 2022, I'm going to raise my prices a little bit. But so I'm at 110 right now. And you pay 50% when you book, and then 50% afterwards. I'll send you an invoice or whatever. But yeah. Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, and I have a new service coming out. That's already out. I just haven't said anything about it. It's astrologer mentorship sessions. I can't say sessions. Astrologer mentorship sessions. So if you are a budding astrologer, a BB astrologer, and you're trying to figure out how on earth to, like, make a name for yourself in the astrology community, trying to figure out what type of practice you need to establish for yourself, trying to figure out how to launch your services, figuring out your target audience, figuring out why your work is important, all that sort of stuff, I'm your gal. That's going to be really fun. I actually have my first one on Friday, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see how that goes. But the day of the eclipse, that's what I'm saying. But the moon moves into Gemini, like, later in the day. So I think it should be fine. But yeah, no, don't forget about Venus stationing retrograde on December 19th. That one last eclipse on December 4th. And then at the end of December, Jupiter moves back into Pisces. So we're going back to what we got a taste of back in March to the end of July. I'm sorry, May to the end of July. And we only get Jupiter in Pisces for a few months. So you better appreciate it while it's here. Because Jupiter literally flies through Pisces. Like, ingresses late December, leaves in May. So, and we had, like, literally an entire year of Jupiter in Aquarius. So it's absolutely hilarious that, like, that's literally the only little bit we're getting. And then Jupiter moves into Aries, which I'm so excited for. But yes, okay. That's all I have to say about all the things, all the jazz. I'll catch you all online. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but I'll be back soon. We'll be back for the forecast. And yeah, I hope you all have been doing so well. Okay. Have a good day. Bye.